honest, straight up?
No,
above
all
board?
honest
Okay.
and straight out of the book. Okay, just let me know when you're ready.
Cool, I'm ready.
Okay, so say your name and where you were born.
Okay, my name's Judy Cruz, Judy Casco Cruz. I was born at Eden Hospital in Castrol.
Okay.
Real road tripper.
Yeah. Right. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, that's a good question. Going to Disneyland probably when I think I was like 6 or 7, 6, 7, 8. I guess that would be it.
Okay. What year did you graduate high school?
1980,
And what high school did you attend?
Castrol High.
Were you involved in activities, sports?
Oh yeah, I was. I played 3 sports: basketball, softball, and volleyball. I was in the scholarship committee and lettered in all 3 sports 4 times. So I got 12 on letter.
Were you involved in any clubs?
The scholarship.
Okay. And did you win any awards in high school?
Yeah, I won one that surprised me for perfect attendance. I guess I never missed a class.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a geek. Okay.
What is your favorite high school memory?
High school, oh, now I'm going to have to scrape one up. Because you didn't much like, well, I liked the schooling, the socializing. High school memory. Favorite high school memory? Probably when I scored a perfect score on my calculus.
Really?
I was pretty excited. It's either that or when we won the state championship.
Who'd you play?
Some team from down south was our final game, but that was a good year. I was a sophomore that year.
Did you ever fall in love in high school?
In high school? Oh, about 100 times. But realistically, no, I was kind of a late bloomer. I fell in love my first year of college. But in high school, I just was so kind of in a shell to myself. It was all about the studying, all about the schoolwork. So.
What were your dreams going out of high school?
What was I thinking when I Well, you know, the usual. Go to college, get away from the house and the parents and go to college and I was hoping to either become a doctor or a veterinarian, I think. It was scary, kind of scary too.
Yeah. Did you have a set plan for when you?
Absolutely not.
No.
No, the counseling services were so inept at Castrol High that I actually graduated 3rd. I don't know how many people in the class, 200. And my grades were such that I thought I didn't need to take the SAT or anything because I was a straight A student, so I didn't, they didn't need to question my intelligence. Well, I didn't have anybody to correct me, which many counselors had the opportunity and didn't. And so, without those SAT scores, it'd be hard pressed to find a college that'll take you with straight A's.
So what did you do after high school?
I figured, well, I'll go to Chabot, take some transferable classes, and continue to think about it after I get over this first.
Yeah.
While I was there at Chabot, I ran into a friend of mine from high school, Ben Sherritt. Wow, how do I remember his name? It's funny because it was all 4 of us were in the same driver's ed class, but Ben Sherritt, and he was working with the LAPD in a rescue copter, and I thought, interesting. So I went straight into the Career Center and started researching. A couple years later, I ended up at Stanford. A few years later after that, I ended up running the paramedic department in Alameda County.
Yeah. So just tell me about the paramedic.
It's like a person's fortunate when they can get a career, get paid for something that they love doing. That you actually know you were meant to do, and that's how it felt. Working as a medic. I was one of the first female medics. I was one of the first paramedics. They didn't have paramedics when I was growing up in Cache Valley. Although I started in Hospital County. But everything was groundbreaking back then. back in the late 80s, I guess, mid 80s. Everything was real groundbreaking, and it was a lot of. I mean, we were very autonomous. They're not now. They're little soldiers doing what they're told. But I mean, we completely autonomous. So that dream of being a doctor, I reached it for about 20 minutes in the back of a van, 10, 12 times a day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was great.
Did you have any money issues?
When I first got out of high school, that first year at Chabot, I ended up having to get a job too, because the parents weren't going to let me stay there, even though they didn't pay for college. They weren't going to let me stay there unless I paid or something like I forget what it was. But I ended up having to, which I guess in the long run was good because I met my husband and eventually had my son at this job. But at Chabot too, we were in both. That's what gave us something to talk about. But anyway, that was good money. That was $5 an hour working for this canvassing system where David.
$5.
Yeah, $5 an hour was banked.
Yeah.
And David was my supervisor, who eventually became my husband. He was my supervisor. And so we just sat around, go to parks, and and let everybody else canvass, and I was getting paid for it. So that wasn't bad. My first experience with employment was pretty good.
Yeah. Has high school influenced you at all to the person you've become today?
Oh yeah. You always still think about certain things remind you, and unfortunately, my best friend, a good friend of me and my sister's, she passed away. We don't know why, but she passed away not too long ago at the end of last year, and so she was part of this high school group, and so we all ended up getting back together, and it's like just saw him yesterday. It's very weird the way that stays with you. It's just a few years,
Yeah.
but always stays with you.
What legacy did you want to leave graduating high school? Like, what legacy did you want to leave and continue?
My sisters, I had one, a class ahead of me and one a class behind me, and they were the popular social ones. That was absolutely not me. But I was more an athlete, which I wanted to leave a legacy there, which I did. I ended up getting this Herculean Award for blocking.
Excellent.
12 hanging at the gym down there. And every once in a while somebody goes in and sees it, makes a comment, lets me know. So that's cool. That's cool.
Nice legacy to leave behind.
I don't think anybody's blocked 12 times since me. But anyway, I guess that's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I figured my sister Lori, the one above me, was going to leave the legacy for all of us.
Yeah. Right. So, how and where are you today?
Well, I'm retired basically today. I put in a couple of decades of, like I said, working in a career that I loved, and I actually just a few years ago ended up getting a long story there, but I ended up getting meningitis, which created all sorts of health problems that forced me to retire early. But I definitely left a legacy at the fire department's paramedic station. Definitely left a legacy there. In fact, I practically wrote the book on what not to do. No, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I got paid for it. I actually, I was on a lot of committees, and the Do Not Resuscitate Committee, which you see when Papa was that slip that they got, I was responsible for that. Paramedics were, or not just paramedics. God, when I was a little kid, they used to have these hearse. The ambulances look like hearse, which is the very first ambulance I worked at. Looked like a hearse. Yeah. Most comfortable ride you've ever been on. And and then they went to the modular units, and then and then they went to the vans. But
Yeah, we haven't seen haven't been there
oh yeah,
forever.
so everything was trying to figure it out as we went, And as a matter of fact, I wrote a lot of the algorithms they use at the 911 dispatch center. They still use them, so for certain criteria, which is cool.
So I'm gonna leave you with, is there any advice you can give me going into my new life, the new chapter?
I would say don't pressure yourself. You're going to get a lot of pressure from people around you, people above you, family. Don't pressure yourself. I felt like I was, the pressure was, I was answering to the pressure and not to myself. And so do what you can to take your time, fill it out. The biggest advice I can give you is what you learn in school. Basically, I always thought of it as you're learning how to learn. A small percentage of what you learn, no matter what you do, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, what you learn is a small percentage of what you're actually going to do in your chosen career. So the best advice I give is to spend a week in that career to know whether that's where you want to dedicate, more years of study to.
Absolutely.
Make some phone calls or, network yourself. And if you want to be a lawyer, spend a week in a lawyer's office. See what they actually do. That would be. I think that would be the best advice I can give somebody. And know that school is very necessary. You need the education, but you're basically learning how to learn for your chosen career, and so it's important. But probably less than 50% of what you use it on the job, in the job. So that would be it. And just, don't buckle under the pressure. I would advise staying in school though, because once you leave school, it's really hard to get back going again. Stay in school, take a couple of courses while you figure this out.
Yeah. Great. Excellent.
You should probably get advice from the more